Okay, this is part 2 of the skillet pineapple upside down with Sheila, cooking with Sheila, or baking with Sheila, whatever you would like to say. It's just old Southern recipes and things that we do, and a lot of people have asked me to do this, so I want to go ahead and share some of these things with you. So this is one of my favorite things. Wanted to tell you too. Uh, the name of the gentleman that's getting one of these is Brent from our church. We go to Open Door Church in Cott County, that's Newport, Tennessee. And I'm also making the second one for one of our friends that lives in Newport, Connie and Marcia Ball. And their son is our sheriff. So you know they have to be pretty good to give to our sheriff's family. So I wanted to make a shout out to them. And anyway, what I'm going to do is show you. I've got it still in the oven. I checked it at 30 minutes and it sort of felt not hardly done in the oven. Let me turn this around where you can see it. And so I put it on 350 for 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to touch it again. It's still not good and done, so we're going to leave that in there on 350 for probably another, I'm going to change the time on that, probably another 10 minutes, which is going to make it about 40 minutes at 325, 350 degrees. But while we're doing that, I wanted to show you a few things. I wanted to show you my Miss Daisy, my KitchenAid mixer, and I love her. There's my little measuring cup that my daughter got me. And then again, this was a gift also, and I absolutely love my spice rack. So, and then I keep my utensils pretty close. These things I have living in the window were the little, I call them munchkins. They're, I can't even think of the name of them. But anyway, they're doing so good in the window. And there you see in the background in our backyard, the woods, and it looks like fall and winter right now. This also, I wanted to give a shout out to my, what I call my outlaw. It's my son-in-law's mother, which I love her so much. We grew up together. I had no idea that our children would one day marry and give us grandchildren. So she got me this at Hobby Lobby. She knew I liked the black and white farmhouse things. I love it. We did have our kitchen redone and updated. So, and then wanted to show you that I put my pineapple upside down cakes on these boards. You can get them at Walmart, or you can get them through Amazon. Also, just to give you a little bit, my kitchen's not huge. It's not a huge kitchen, but my mother and grandmother always told me to keep your kitchen small and your family would be close to you always. So there we go, and that's where, like, our breakfast nook. So I just wanted to show that to you and show you that, oh, these are succulents. These little plants are called succulents. Sometimes it takes me a minute, you know, as you get a little bit of age on you, you start, things don't come to you as quick as they do. And these things here, I got these at Walmart, and they're where I will lay my hot skillets, because you don't want to ruin your countertops. And these are perfect to lay your skillets on. And I have also my cherries out here, and they're just great value. I use Great Value or Food Club, and I have my pecans, and these have been chopped. Cut out of the shell. My husband did those for me, and then I've had several gifts of pecans and walnuts from my neighbors that know I bake, and people that I bake for. They send me the nuts. I've got James who sent me a bag of pecans and cashews, walnuts, and honey peanuts. And I use those in our desserts that I made for Christmas. And there's my little can that I had y'all sitting on, so you could see me mixing that up. So, all right, let's check this cake again. I want to make sure it doesn't, I don't want to overbake it, but it's looking beautiful. It's still just a little bit tender in the middle, as you can see. It's good and firm around the edges. We don't want to take that out, so it says 7 minutes on it, so we're going to give that another 7 minutes. Okay, I wanted to show this to you too. I love this. I love anything with the black and white. And there we go. Just showing you a few things that I love. and loving the sunshine. As you can see, the sunshine's shining out the door. Let me walk you in here and show you a few things outside I love. I've got the sweetest neighbor. She brought me, I want to show you maybe today or another video, a huge muffin pan. I think the muffin pan holds about 26 muffins or 26 candies, whatever you want to make in it. Just look what a beautiful day that the Lord has given us. Just look what a beautiful day. It is absolutely gorgeous outside. And when I get these cakes done, I'm thinking I may just come out here on the porch and just sit and have me a cup of coffee and look at that beautiful slope of land down there. I know our trees and bushes and stuff look sort of dead right now, but you know, that's the way that the Lord does. It's always renewed in the spring. His mercy is always renewed every morning. So he was just reminding us that when summer goes to fall and winter, and then we have spring, it's a renewing of the earth, of Mother Earth. And just like we have renewings of our spirit and our mercy every morning. Let me check this cake again. I want you to see how it is. Let me pull this out just a little bit. So you can see it's still wobbly in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that cake up to about 350. I'm going to start right here with 350. And then we're going to do another time. Probably when you do it on 325, you have to, we're going to put 10 minutes and then we'll keep checking it. Okay, and let's see that. You just have to be, when it's in the skillet, you just have to be patient. Seems like I did bake my other ones on 350, and I want to say they were about, 40 to 45 minutes. You have to be careful in your skillet. I have this other one ready to go in. It's just sitting here looking pretty. I don't want to bake both of them at the same time. I think it does better if you do separate. If you had to, it'd be okay, but I just like baking mine separate. So, okay. I want to show you that. Let me lay you down here just a minute. I want to show you that big old one of my neighbors. The sweetest neighbor you could have. Her name is Billy Joe. And I love that, and I love her. She's just precious to me. And I don't know, I can't find it. Don't have it in here. But one day I'm going to get that out, and I'm going to show that to you. It's absolutely huge. And I thought, I made homemade turtles for Christmas. And I put them in muffin pan, the little cupcake papers. And so that was a lot easier for me to put those cupcake papers in there and then melt my chocolate and make that bottom and put my caramel in there. And then I would lay pecans in there, and then I would pour my chocolate over top. And they just turned out beautiful. I called them turtle in a cup. And they were great, and they went by really good. So I'm going to let you go in just for a minute, and then we'll add two, okay? So if you have any questions or comments on this, you can go ahead and put them in the comments down below. Text me. I'll be glad to answer your questions, or get this recipe for you. I can put it in comments for you, or I can message it to you. So I'll be back in just a minute.